Welcome to
Back to Flour.
Hi Arno.
Hi Lena, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. So
You brought some biscuit today.
yes, I did. I love that actually, and I wanted to discuss those biscuits because this is a very interesting product.
Okay.
So what do we see here?
Different shapes, different size, different everything.
Yeah, maybe one thing is the color.
Yep.
If we compare, okay, so this one is not so comparable, but if we compare those two here, we can see slightly different color. This one is maybe a little bit lighter. We can see also the edges, they are a little bit more brown.
Okay.
But definitely here color is does matter. It's part of the appeal for the consumer.
Yeah, the color and the softness. I mean, this type of biscuit, were very traditional here. We like them very rough, like that. It must be like this, very rough. This one, they must be very smooth. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, definitely the size, the shape are key characteristics when you want to produce a biscuit, because if you're making this one, you need again to put them into this little pouch. So that's the same. If they are too big, they do not fit in. If they are too small, then you're not really happy with that.
That's the same here. You have a certain number of biscuits that you have to enter in the package.
So the height is very important also.
The height and so the rise of the biscuit will be key to respect diameters and well, not diameter, height, yes, dimensions.
Yeah, so that's the first thing when you see the product, and then after you're going to taste it, and that's where we're going to see about different textures, I imagine. Yeah,
we can see here, we can see the crispiness, obviously. Some will crack. This one is going to be a little bit maybe
more brittle.
More brittle. See, it's making crumbling. So yeah, flakiness, crumbling here, that's going to be very important.
Here, this is something we look for. We want this product to be very crumbly. And the flakiness here, here it's very limited to see the flakiness, but we can see some layers. Here it's more like a kind of dough so with bubbles.
Mixed together, more like alveolis.
Yeah, that's interesting because two different things. But this one, the crumbling is very high, and this one we don't want to have too much crumbling. Well, Lena, one thing which is also interesting with this product is they are all very dry. Yes,
definitely. So we want to keep them like that for a very long time because last thing that we want is a soggy biscuits. So this is also why we are keeping them in individual package like that to avoid the moisture coming inside the biscuits. But there is something else also that we want to control is the staining of the product, because we can keep them like that, but still it may have different shelf life.
Yeah, depending on some flour properties, I imagine. Yeah, so that's very interesting, and we can see different shapes, and some are filled, and it's just a little example of all the biscuit we can find in the world.
Hundreds of them.
There is one thing which is common to all these biscuits, is the flour.
Yes, absolutely. You need flour to make biscuit. This is one of the major components in the formulation. So flour quality will impact a lot the quality of the dough and the final product. And what would be, let's say, the major flour components that can impact the product?
Well, I think we have two main components which are really important. The first one is protein. We need to have a certain amount of protein, but when we are making a biscuit, we don't want to have high protein. We don't want to form a strong gluten, because otherwise that will make the biscuit harder, that will change totally the properties.
And we don't want to absorb too much water.
And that's why damascene starch is also very, very important. We want to have low damascene starch, because all the water you put into the dough, you need to remove it when you are doing the cookie or the biscuit. So in that case, we prefer to have flour with a limited water absorption, which means limited protein, limited damascene starch.
Is the damascene starch also be a reason for the biscuit to break?
Yes, if you have too much damascene starch, you're going to put into the dough too much water, and when this water goes out, you can eventually have some little cracks in the biscuit, and
then you open the package and it's all broken inside.
It's not good. You don't like it. I don't like it either. So that's very important. And we have been mentioning the flakiness, the structure. We have been on this one, we have been mentioning the crumbling,
Yes.
which is a desired attribute in that case. All of that depends on the starch gelatinization.
Oh wow,
So
that's
starch
interesting.
gelatinization is very important.
Okay, and I guess that lipids here, we add a lot of lipids to
Some
biscuits.
fat,
Yeah, and so that also plays a major role in the texture, in the mouthfeel of the product, but also in the shelf life, because you can have some rancidity after sometimes, and it's really not
Particularly
good.
if you are not storing them in good conditions. And also you've been mentioning about the color.
Yes, that's right.
So color, it's also depending on the amylasic activity, on the enzyme activity. So the more enzyme activity you have, the more brown it will be for the same amount of time in the oven. Same thing will happen if we have more sugar. We are putting sugar in the biscuit. That's one of the lovely things of biscuit. So more sugar, more brown. So if you don't want to have a product too dark with a nice golden color like that, you need to take care about all these things.
And then I guess that when it comes to color, ash content is also a key component here.
It is, yeah.
So if you have more ash content, then you're going to have some, a grayish product. So you would prefer something with low ash content for making good quality biscuits, except of course if we're talking about wholemeal, but this is a completely different story.
Yeah, that's another story definitely. And okay, it might be less important than compared to other products we have been discussed, like bread or hamburger bun. Still, we still need to take care about the starch retrogradation, because in some product that can make the product become harder more rapidly if we have too much retrogradation. But in this product, it's more limited, so it might be not the first thing to look at. Protein,
damaged starch, maybe starch gelatinization, and
that's very important.
Enzymatic activity.
Wonderful.
All right, thank you. Very interesting.
Thank you, Lena. Hey, Lena.
Yes or no?
You like your biscuit, huh?
I do.
You want to know more about biscuit and process and whatever?
Definitely.
Okay, so you have to go on the website.